Okay, we are now live. Hello, everyone. This is Ariane, and I'm coming to you live from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this live from. If this is your first time to watch this live or the replay, or first time that you've seen my page, please comment down below, and I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. By the way, just to introduce myself again, I'm Ariane and I'm a Filipino immigrant here in Canada, together with my husband and two wonderful kids. I have a teenager and a 7-year-old kid, but I'm originally from the Philippines. I grew up in Bulacan and have lived in Las Piñas and Muntinlupa City. Yan. So I started here in 2022 in Canada as a student. And right now, so I finished my course. Right now, I'm already an IT analyst and also a proud digital business owner. So today, and this is one of the hot topics as well. Katulad nung topic natin last time, which is about the income. But the title of our discussion today is Smart Moves. So, why choose business over career growth? And this is very close to my heart kasi sobrang dami ko ring na-experience before in the Philippines as an employee. And yun yung mga ikukwento natin today. So, yun. And then we will discuss also the difference of corporate and business growth and why should we do the latter. And we will examine it further in two different perspectives because I'm going to be with my business partner again who will accompany me in this discussion. So without further ado, let's welcome from Doha, Qatar again, Mads.
Hello, hello,
Hi.
hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, my name is Mads. I'm a graphic designer based in Qatar, and me and my family have been here for 20 years, 'di ba? So, napakatagal na namin dito, 2 dekada na. So, thank you again, Ariane, for inviting me to your next live. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So just for the information of the audience, we're going to speak only from our point of view as back office people kasi 'di ba we are the ones usually na nasa back office who works in an office kasi I'm pretty sure we cannot cover or speak for those who are employed in other jobs because we weren't in their shoes. It's going to be hard for us to describe the feeling, right? So we're just going to share our stories and our experiences when we're employed, and then how did we shift into entrepreneurship or yung business mindset. So to get the discussion rolling, first question is, so yan, yung kasi as Filipinos, 'di ba? Pareho tayong Pilipino, pareho tayong nasa ibang bansa. Yung common Filipino culture natin is we need to finish our studies kasi yan yung naranasan gustong ibigay ng mga magulang natin. Lagi nilang sinasabi na education lang yung mapapamana nila. Right? Yan, very
True.
common yan. So, ano yung experience mo dyan, Phil?
Uh, Gaya nga ng sabi mo, lagi din sinasabi sa akin ng magulang ko, ng lolo't lola ko rin na maganda kung makatapos ka dahil yan lang yung maipapamana na hindi mananakaw sa'yo. Especially
Oh.
yon, hindi mananakaw sa'yo. So, yun yung nasa isip namin nung time na syempre nag-aaral pa tayo, and we see, for us, 'di ba, Filipinos, we see the value of college degree as a pathway of poverty. So, susi siya sa kahirapan, kumbaga, and a valuable asset for sa mga anak natin, sa future family, and syempre, a means of success. 'Di ba, na kapag
Yeah.
nakatapos ka, marami kang ma-achieve, marami kang mararating. Yun yung
Mhm.
ano, and siyempre ang ano lang natin is, kapag nasa corporate world ka, ang hinahanap ng mga employers is nakatapos ka, may degree
True.
ka.
True. Yan. So sa experience ko, kasi panganay ako sa apat na magkakapatid, and even sa cousins sa father side. So ako yung parang natutukan na mag-aral ka, dapat i-achieve mo to, ganto, ganyan, 'di ba? So we were told na if we finish our studies, we get our diploma, and then we find a job, and then we get a good salary, right? Yun yung path lagi pag Pilipino ka, lalo pag lumaki ka sa Pilipinas. Kasi, yun nga, as we mentioned, they would always say na yun lang yung mapapamana nila, yun yung pinaka-trophy as a parent, di ba? Pero, from the time that you graduated, how is it like in the corporate setting?
For me, since yung akin, di ba, as creative, ganyan, sa marketing.
Yeah, ito yung exciting eh. Kasi, di ba, medyo maraming challenges dito.
Actually, yes. Kasi, di ba, nung nag-aaral pa ako, ang dami kong gusto, ganyan. Ngayong nandun na ako, doon ko na-realize na ang hirap pala na yung setting na yung may kasi nag-work din ako sa ano na no work no pay. So kung lalo sa Philippine setup na kapag anong holiday yon yung special non-working holiday. So kung kunyari 20 days in a month ka lang papasok. So kunyari 20,000 or 30,000 yung sasahurin mo. May minus pa yun kapag wala kang pasok dahil dyan sa holiday. Nagkaroon ako ng ganong setup. Tapos, other than that is yung kung makapag-work ka, overtime work, ang kapalit naman is yung time mo with the family, with friends, or alone, gusto mo mag-travel. So, ayun siya. Hindi kita marinig, sis.
Oh, ayun. Sorry. Ayun. Have you tried to climb up the corporate ladder? Kasi di ba pag first time ka na nagtrabaho, parang gusto mo, nandun ka, gusto mo, parang nagkakaroon ka ng vision na, ay, parang maganda tong level na to, or mataas yung sahod nito. Ganun ba yung naging mindset mo?
Actually, nung simula, oo. Kaya ako nag-overtime kasi iniisip ko for experience, 'di ba? So, okay lang kahit hindi bayad kasi for experience 'yan, mamaya aanihin ko rin 'yan. Pero hanggang sa napagod din ako, 'di ba? Kasi nga wala parang pinagpapalit mo yung oras mo sa trabaho. So, yun siya.
Sa experience ko naman, parang recently nakita ko sa stories ko yung post ko noon. Siyempre, bata pa ako. I'm still young. I'm not as matured as I am now. I saw my post in memories sa FB. And ang nandun is yung picture ko ng buses. Kasi sa Metro Manila ako nakatira, di ba? I live in Las Piñas and I work in Quezon City at that time. So, sobrang layo. Sobrang layo. Yung picture is yung bus. Tapos, yung mga tao, sobrang dami na nag-aantay ng bus. And I remember during that time, I was pregnant. Tapos, mga 6 to 7 months pregnant. Tapos, makikipag-wrestling ka dun sa sa mga tao just for you to get inside the bus. As in, ganun kahirap. So, yun yung mga nakakatawa na lang ngayon, syempre, if you look back. But yung on a serious note, hindi kasi siya, but when I came here in Canada, hindi siya yung mga problema ng mga tao dito eh. So, parang, wow, iba pala pag naranasan mo rin yun, yung ganong hardship. Tapos, that's the reason why we strive harder to get a car kasi nga ang hirap mag-commute. And imagine, yung commute pa lang, it takes in a day, yung back and forth na ha, it takes 4 to 5 hours for us to commute going back and forth the
Philippines,
ano,
yes.
office. Yes, in the Philippines. So, isipin mo yung 4 to 5 hours na yun na pwede mo sanang malaan sa family mo, di ba? Parang uuwi ka. Kaya rin we were so grateful now. We are so grateful now na nararanasan namin dito yun ngayon. Kasi sobrang ganun yung dinanas namin before. Parang kalahati ng araw mo commute pa lang. Tapos, yung hours mo sa office, minsan mahihiya ka pa na umalis ng on time. 'Di ba
Yes.
ganyan tayo sa Pilipinas? So parang pag ano ka kahit na 8 hours or 9 hours lang talaga yung work mo, mahihiya ka na sa boss mo, sa
On
workmates
the
mo na ikaw yung
on the dot.
mauuna. True. Yun. So, 'di ba? At saka as an employee in the Philippines, magsa-start ka talaga sa mababa na sahod, 'di ba? Tapos, unti-unti, if you are, again, consistent, gano'n naman talaga, if you're consistent sa performance mo, every performance review, maganda, saka ka lang aangat, saka ka lang. But, in our experience as well, lalo sa IT consulting, you are going to be competing with people on the same level as you. And kahit madami kayo yung magkakalaban in a performance review. And hindi yan guaranteed talaga ng promotion kasi kahit na ang galing-galing mo, kahit na ang dami mo nang kinontribute sa project, but if the project doesn't have a budget, hindi ka pa rin
True.
mapopromote. So, so ganon. Nagkakaroon ng ceiling, nagkakaroon ng salary caps, di ba? Yung because of that competition, office politics, hindi yan mawawala. Yun yung time mo, natitrade mo, minsan health din yung nagkakaroon ng negative impact, di ba? And eventually you will realize that na parang ang matatanong mo sa sarili mo is, you're not really in control of your future, right? So sa lahat ng mga hardship na yon, difficulties na yon, kahit na ilabas mo lahat ng effort mo, may dadating yung time na mababurnout ka, like you said. And yun yung matatanong mo. Talagang kaya mo bang i-proceed to lagi to the next level? Because you know that when you climb up the ladder and you get to the next level, it's a bigger responsibility. Right? So yun yung experiences ko noon. So hindi rin ako yung tipong laging napopromote. Nag-aantay din ako. And I think hindi ako as aggressive during that time to get to the next level. I did my best. I always do my best, lalo na sa trabaho. Kaya kahit pa paano nagugustuhan rin ako ng employer and all. But hindi ako yung parang very hungry for promotion or ano kasi hindi ako medyo tamad ako mag-track eh ng mga accomplishment. So yun yung experience ko naman as an employee. Pero ikaw, how were you able to shift to the business mindset? Kasi as single like you, parang medyo mahirap na kasi as for us na may family, 'di ba? Madaling isipin to shift to a business mindset kasi apart from kung halimbawa may asawa ka, you can have a shared goal, right? Tapos kapag may pamilya ka, may kids ka, the goal is for your kids to have a better life. Pero paano pag single? Anong perspective meron? How did you shift to a business?
Well, hindi naman sa lahat, pero sa akin kasi, so my point of view is yung future family ko. Diba? Kasi nga, other than dun sa future family ko is yung parents ko. And other sa parents ko, sarili ko. Medyo selfish ako. Pero kasi nga, gaya na sabi mo kanina, nababurn out. Diba? Umaabot tayo sa point na nababurn out and dumarating yung time na nagsasuffer naman ang ating napaisip nga ako na may kaya ba akong gawin na yung magagawa ko kahit hindi ako pumasok sa corporate world, na magagawa ko yung business, yung alam mo yun, kahit na nung hindi talaga business na magagawa ko anywhere, madadala ko anywhere. So, dun kaya ako naghanap ng pwedeng magawa. Kasi alam kong meron na. 'Di ba? Kasi karamihan ngayon nasa online and kahit yung mga meetings, 'di ba, online na. So, naghahanap talaga ako and eto nakita ko. So, yun siya.
Parang pareho naman tayo doon kasi nga yung struggles as an employee, 'di ba? Tsaka as we age, yung maturity, 'yan, nagkakaroon ng realization, nagkakaroon ng ano, 'di ba? Shout out lang natin si Coach Katrina. Hi, Coach.
Hello.
Thank you for watching. Ayan. So, yun. So, sa akin, paano ba ako nag-shift to business mindset? Nung ano naman ako, employee naman ako. Um, Nagkaroon din ako ng mga small-time businesses. Like, I also tried that. Kasi parang, ano lang ba yung ilang oras na maisasabay mo dun sa full-time work mo, right? Like you said, yung pagiging flexible. Pero during that time, it was very limited kasi in the Philippines. Hindi pa siya ganun kalawak. Ang uso noon, nung times na I think nagkakaroon ako ng business is ano, e-commerce. E-commerce yung uso. So yung mga nagre-resell, may inventory, ganyan. Tapos nagla-live selling, ganyan. But I don't think I'm that type of person. So hindi ko siya ginagawa, hindi ko talaga 'yon pinasok. I was looking for something that parang dahil medyo introvert din ako, ayoko nang lagi rin akong nasa gano'n, nasa live. So, pero I eventually realized too that yung internet, yung web, sobrang nag-i-improve. So sabi ko, oh my gosh, ang dami ng nagiging content creator, ang daming kumikita ng malaki sa pagiging YouTuber, right? So, paano ko yon mai-inject doon sa pagiging introvert ko na ayokong mag-live. So, yun yung iniisip ko noon. Pero during that time, it was so hard to juggle yung both na at the same time meron kang full-time work tapos mag-work ka din sa bahay. I was able to try that but hindi rin siya nagsi-scale up talaga ng malaki kasi limited din yung resources, limited yung time and all that. So, yun. Tsaka, ang na-realize ko kasi with business is, it's liberating eh. Alam natin na pag business, it's because it's your business. You are your own boss. 'Di ba? Ikaw yung magdedesisyon, ikaw yung you call the shots, yan. Tapos, the only thing that you need to work on first is you have to improve yourself. Kasi, tsaka yung i-grow yung business mindset, di ba? Kasi, iba rin yung mindset as businesswoman, businessman, compared to us being an employee, right? Kasi you have to do the decisions, ikaw yung mag-evaluate ng situations, ganyan, check mo yung risks, and pero pag nagawa mo yon, it in turn presents more profit, 'di ba? Kasi it's easier to scale up your business because you call the shots, you decide, ganyan. Tapos, in turn, syempre, kapag mas malaki na yung business, mataas na yung sales, mas malaki yung profit. So, ang maganda naman sa business kasi na-realize ko is, I can take control of it. Compared dun sa being employee na kahit gawin mo lahat, kahit na lumuha ka ng dugo, mga ganyan pa, di ba? Tipo, hindi talaga hanggang dito lang yung sahod mo. So, hindi yan magiging beyond kahit anong gawin mo. May salary cap pa rin dyan. And there's, in a business, there's no ceiling. And the constraints of, yun nga, yung diniscuss natin kanina na traditional jobs. So, yun.
And I
yeah.
just want to add to that then, 'di ba? Kasi nga masyado tayong nahuhulog dun sa trap na 9 to 5 grind. 'Di ba? So yung energy natin binibigay natin masyado nga dun sa work idea na yon, sa vision ng iba. So, ito yung in-status ko for today na kung hindi mo i-build yung dreams mo, i-hire ka ng iba para i-build mo yung dreams nila. 'Di ba? So, 'di ba? Kasi, okay, steady, paycheck, less risk, pero anong cost nun? Siyempre, yung oras, 'di ba? Gaya ng mga sinabi natin kanina, is the more you work, you're trading your time with your family or what you want to travel. So, yung passion mo rin, 'di ba? Ako gusto ko mag-travel pero hindi ko magawa kasi minsan yung
Yeah.
schedule ko sa work,
Yes.
minsan ina-adjust ko siya, especially kapag last time before sa events. So, alam mo may events ka, so alam mo hindi ma-approve yung bakasyon mo. So, you're trading your time in exchange for money.
Yeah.
'Di ba? So, maganda pa rin na meron ka talaga na matatawag na sa'yo talaga. So, we got so caught up with those daily routines, kaya lagi nating dinidelay, sinasabi natin bukas na lang, tsaka na lang, pag may pera na ako, pag okay na lahat. 'Di ba? Pero yung
In
truth, wala naman talagang perfect moment.
True. Totoo yan. In relation to that, as an employee kasi, ang tendency is to think na ito yung mundo ko, dapat galingan ko dito. Dapat galingan ko dito sa career ko. Tapos nawawala na yung iba. Nakakalimutan mo na
Nabubulag
yung buhay. Meron pa palang buhay outside of work. Lalo na sa mga single. Yan yung kasi di ba, they are very eager to climb up the ladder, the corporate ladder. So, yun din yung nakita ko na parang may iba pang pwede pa akong may ibang interests, ibang life outside of work, right? So, pero paano ko yun gagawin kung nakastuck ako dito sa box na to? So, yun. How about sis? Because right now I know that you had businesses before as well, and you are currently in the online business. Ano yung naging benefit sa'yo nung growing your own business?
First of all, growing my own business is not easy, 'di ba? Kasi yung shifting ng mindset mo. Kasi before, pag nag-business ka, akala mo, kikita ka na agad eh. Pero in reality, ibibuild mo pa yung mindset mo when it comes to business, to personal development and stuff. Yun yung number one na na-realize ko rin. And syempre, money will come along, 'di ba, after nun. So, yung the more na hindi natin iniisip, darating at darating din tayo sa ganung point. And, ano pa ba? Benefits, yung oras. 'Di ba, na kahit tulog tayo, gumagana pa rin yung business natin on the side.
Yeah. So yun, yung na-maximize din yung time na meron tayo. As a family woman naman, syempre yung mas importante sa akin is yung to be present for the kids, right? So, since you said na it's running in the back end, tapos yung business is just there, parang pasundot-sundot ka, ano ba yung kailangan kong gawin for the business, and hindi rin siya katulad ng traditional business na dapat tutok ka talaga. So yun yung naging maganda for me in this business kasi kahit na business siya and parang kasing nakaka-overwhelm eh. For a lot of people, it's overwhelming to venture into a business kasi parang pag business dapat talagang tutok ka, paglalaanan mo ng oras. Yes, oo. You have to build kasi the skills at first, 'di ba? Pero once you ease into it, yung nasasanay ka na, you get used to it, what are the tasks, what do you have to do, and it's easier for you to parang discern or realize na, ay, parang ganito yung nangyayari, anong dapat kong gawin. So, yun yung mga kailangang i-build na skills. And as yung mga personal development, 'di ba? Mentees tayo as sa personal development. And it's an advantage for us that there are already a lot of personal development gurus and teachers, leaders na nakikita na natin sa YouTube. 'di ba, sa social media. So, ang dali-dali na rin to plug in into those para ma-uplift naman yung spirit mo, your entrepreneurial spirit or your business spirit, right? So, yun. And sa business kasi, for me since may kids ako, may family, yung legacy na it's something bigger than what I have right now. Kasi pwede siyang lumaki ng lumaki ng lumaki. Unlike when you are a corporate employee, talagang may blocks ka. Nasa loob ka ng box. So, it's challenging, yes, to become a business owner kasi as you said, hindi siya overnight success, right? It's not an overnight success. And marami ka rin dapat na matutunan as a business owner, lalo if it's your first time. Pero once you get into it, into the hang of it, mas madali na sa'yo to handle it. Tapos, if you have the right resources, the right people to teach you or to guide you, mas madaling mag-scale up and that in turns give more profits for you, right? So, yun naman, yung more profits in turn gives the security. Kasi 'di ba, I watched one YouTube video last time and they said na ang common talaga na hinahanap ng mga tao is freedom. Freedom. Pero paano makukuha ng tao yung freedom na inaasam niya? And ang iniisip natin usually, kung actually ako marirealize mo lahat ng stressors, halos, well, may, if not all, is parang rooted from money. Kaya din natin sinasabi siguro that money is evil, no? Pero pag na-realize natin siya, money is also a tool. It's just a tool. So, kung may mas marami kang pera, aapaw din naman yung blessing sa'yo, mas marami ka ring matutulungan. Right? So, kumbaga ano yan two-edged sword, may dalawang perspective. So, there are people who would think that money is evil, but there are also people who think na money is a tool for us to help others and find our real purpose in life. So, yun. And because of that, we'll stop surviving. 'Di ba? Nandun tayo kasi lagi sa we need to survive. And then we settle for less. We settle for ito lang yung meron. So okay na tayo doon. Parang komportable na tayo doon. Pero in reality, dapat hindi kasi God would want us to prosper. And nasa Bible 'yan, right? Hindi naman tayo din bibigyan ng challenges, ng difficulties kung hindi rin para sa atin. Pero ang gusto ni Lord, dapat, prosperous so that we can also share it with other people. So, and then we start living yung real life, yung true life that we really wanted. So, yon. Do you have any other thoughts, sis?
Siguro last but not the least, if your career has brought you this far, 'di ba? Your business can take you much more higher and even further, 'di ba? So, yun siguro ang pinaka-summary ng life na to. So, yun siya.
Kasi, parang sa tingin lang natin mahirap kasi we've never been there. Hindi pa natin nararanasan, na-experience, na-encounter. Pero if we imagine kung ano ba talaga yung buhay na gusto natin, the life that we truly want, yung growth na gusto natin para sa sarili natin, para sa family, 'di ba parang ang sarap isipin, ang sarap mag-daydream, ang sarap i-visualize na we are in a better place and much better than what we have right now. Kahit nasaan ka pa ngayon na level ngayon, kahit corporate employee ka or manager ka, you're employed or you are a business owner, small business owner, medium scale, large scale, meron pa ring makukuha beyond that na we think na mas malaki, 'di ba, kaysa sa atin. It's far bigger than what we can imagine. So, mas creative tayo pag wala tayong constraints na iniisip. Yan. So, yun. I hope we gave value to the audience today. And if you are interested to check our offering of online business, of this online business package, just register in our website. So i-comment ko na lang down below. It's either Mads or mine. It's fine. Wala namang ano, wala namang restrictions doon. You just register and then watch the 90-minute webinar. And then let's talk about how you can begin your journey to your business growth or business success, because the best time to start is now.
Is now.
So yeah,
Yes.
yes, correct. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining
May.
me, and see you again in the next live 2 weeks from now. And we will discuss more about our life in general, the business and leadership and business growth. So yeah, thank you so much, sis. Happy weekend. Happy weekend, everyone.
And
Bye for now.